Hi peeps, welcome to Witchy Ways again. I've got a few things to show you and just a few things to talk about that I saw on Instagram the other day. That is, it's not aimed at anyone, but it just made me think that some people don't understand some things sometimes. Sometimes. Can't speak this morning. Finn's just gone for a nap. Oh, I've got my witchy earrings in today. The ones I made with a little witch's hat with a little pumpkin on the end. You can wear them all year round, or you can just use them for Halloween. Oh, and I've just done my nails in. I've took my nail extensions off, and I've got just gel polish on. They do look black. They always look black on this camera, but well, they are a little bit. But last time I said they were more of a purpley black. These are like really deep midnight blue, and not that you can see, but they do have shiny bits in it. And then I just added some bits of glitter for that one. So I just felt like having short, on my natural nails, and just have them short for a little while. So I normally have them longer, but I felt like just having them short. What was I going to talk about? Yeah, a few things to show. So I was going to show you my nails, so I have done, just because they were a bit witchy colour. Bottles. I have spoken about these before. These were Dow Egbert's coffee ages ago, the massive ones. Because obviously from having Finn, I'm just a massive coffee drinker now. But with the lids, and I love these because once you've had the coffee, if you like coffee, or you know anyone in your family who has these and chucks them away, ask for them, because you can put dried flowers in these, you can put, I don't know, any sort of bits and bobs that you want for your altar or for the home to put food in. I can't remember what I had in these because I've just washed them out. I think they're from my salon thing actually, with waxing or something. Or you can collect your tea lights in. I put them in tea light candles, your little mini ones. And the smaller ones, like this one, I've used to put my birdseed in. Because I have to feed Donald in the morning. Actually, I haven't done it this morning. But yeah, rosemary, willow herb. I do want the birds to come and eat out my hands, especially one. I'd love it if Donald came and did that, which I think maybe one day he will, because he's getting nearer and nearer, and he's getting a bit cheeky. He's getting a bit used to me. But yeah, I better go and put some bird feed out after. It's raining today, but you can use them for all different things. I've put bird seed in one. I think these I was going to use for. Oh, I know what I was going to use them for. Put in, like I got these from Aldi the other week. I really can't pick this jar up. See, this jar I can pick up with this hand, but reaching over it to just grab it like that. I mean, it is heavy, but I can do it with this hand. I was saying about the ache in this hand, just this arm. So how could it be in one arm and not in the other? That's the only thing I'm not getting about it. And I know someone commented before saying it's probably more protein when they went on a vegan or vegetarian diet, and I do think it probably is that I do need to look at more food, because you can be quite lazy on it as well. I need to get more stuff in, but I just don't understand how it's in one arm. I think I'm going to have to go to the doctors if it doesn't stop, because I'm just finding it very strange. I want to do my kettlebell tonight, so I'm going to see how I go on with it. I'll have to let you know. I'll be a bit upset if I can't do it, but these were the glass jars, candle holder things from Aldi, where you put a big, like a church candle in. But I also thought, just put that over there before I drop it. I want to use these to put them in as well, because it's just a little bit safer. Not that I have candles going all the time, but because I've got kids and I don't know, it feels safer in a jar. And the good thing about this, you could keep them like this, or you could get glass paints and you could decorate them. So when the candle burns down, all the colours will come through, which I might have to go at in the end, because me, loves doing stuff. I might also put some twine or thread on here, and I might tie on one of my sigils on it, because then it's sort of like it's there, and the candle's burning down and it's sort of there. But this candle, I have spoken about this before, is a working candle anyway, because I've scratched lots of, carved lots of words into it. I don't know if you can see, and that goes in the purple one, which I light every morning when I'm doing my gratitude and my oracle readings for the morning. But yeah, they're good for that. You know, putting the big ones in just feels a little bit safer with them in there. So they're good to collect. So I'll put this candle back. So, and for collecting stuff in if you've got bits and bobs or little tea lights and stuff like that. Also, I've just got through the door. I was waiting for one of them to come because I wanted to show you them together. But my jewellery, I said I was going to make some gothy stuff. I've got these bats. You might have seen these before on people's jewellery. These sort of bats, which I think I'm going to do some necklaces with maybe some gemstones hanging off. And also I just received these today, so I'm quite glad because these are like a bigger, thicker one in like a brass colour. But I'm wondering if I might be able to paint these up as well with you know, metal paints. I could do black ones and silver ones, whatever. But these ones I got in black. These are more like a delicate sort of lace effect, but I think they're really pretty and they look good, and the black as well, and they look gorgeous with some nice stones and things hanging off, and depending on sort of like what design I'm going to do, but I think they'd look pretty nice, these little ones. So they'd be like, you know, I might be able to bend round. I could make chokers, or, you know, it's going to be something hanging from here. But they're both different. Oops, so they both have a different effect because these are a bit chunkier. And then these are a bit more dainty. Look very pretty. So when I've designed something with those, I will show you. What else I've got? Oh yeah, talking about glass jars and things. My friend came round on Friday, I think it was, and she had her nails done. I was practising on her, and we had we had a drink of fruity cider between us because the bottle was massive, and like we were both a bit skinny, and we don't really drink. It's just like it filled a big glass anyway. We're just like, oh, we'll just share it. And I can't remember if I saved the bottle because I was gonna save it, but then I didn't know whether to do a smaller one because I don't really want to dig up. Can you hear the rain outside? Oh, it's louder because it's on the conservatory. But I might wait until I get a little one, or I might even use a glass jar thing, I don't know. But basically I wanted to do a witch's bottle for protection around your house, which is basically putting stuff in it. I'd probably write something down or do a sigil or something, put it inside the bottle with other things like lavender, you know, things for protection and stuff for, you know, your sort of your house, your area, you know, outside your house protection. Put it in the bottle, seal it, or you could seal it with some wax on top, and then bury it as near to your house as possible. Obviously you can't go underneath it, but I'd bury it in the garden near to mine. I'm just thinking of a good idea actually. I've just thought where I could put it. So obviously you don't want a massive bottle because you don't want to dig your garden up, but that's quite a nice idea for protection and stuff. So I'm thinking of doing that. Also, I've been making some, because I've had some things infusing up there, especially orange. I've been thinking of doing some, I've said this before, like essential oils or like sort of natural based beauty products that won't, and I'm testing them, so won't have anything in them, you know, apart from, some might have beeswax in, but it'll say what it's got in it for like vegans who don't, you know, the beeswax, some won't. Shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, stuff like that. So it'll be all natural with essential oils in of different bits and bobs. But I'm testing them out because I'm trying to go down the road of, I'm 40 and I want to look at things like a natural base, things that I can do, even because I've seen things on facial exercises you can do that lift your muscles up. I know it sounds mad, but it is true. You exercise your body, but you can exercise your face, sort of lift your face up, because you know it all goes south as we get older. So you know you can do a bit of that, but also with day and night creams and oils and stuff like that, and even little like perfumey things, more like the natural, because I do believe that plants and things have properties for your skin that are good, and you don't have to have all this crap that is added into other things that they're selling you for flipping God knows what, you know, in the big high-end shops or whatever. think you can do it, or you can buy things that are natural, with not all that crap in it, basically, which I think is better for your skin. Which also leads me on to, well, I'll tell you in a minute. It was just two chats I wanted to talk about, which was, do you know what? I still need to get that mug that I've seen on eBay. It's black with a witch on it. It says Witch's Brew, so I need to get one. But and if Kelly, if you're watching, I'm still waiting for the DVD to go because I just can't wait to show out to it. But I'll have to wait. It's not arrived yet. But yeah, basically, well, I'll just say I'm testing this. You can see there's only a bit, and I've been using it. Orange oil, essential oil out that I've been making. I've only made a little bit because I'm testing it, and it's got lavender, I think it's geranium, and lemon and grapefruit essential oil in it as well, and it smells really nice. It smells really fresh, you know, like uplifting. So even if you put it on, you know, you sort of wear it, because you could do a lot of things with this. You could wear it as a sort of naturally perfumed sort of smell, but it's just nice to sniff because it's uplifting. You know, it just smells of summer to me. But it's really nice, and it's fresh as well. It's quite uplifts your mood. That's what I'll say this is for. It's uplifting your mood. I like this one. So I'll be testing this, and then if I think it's thingy, I'll be putting it up if anyone's interested in buying it. But it's really nice. But I was just testing it because I've got these little bottles, and the best to come in a dark bottle because the sun can't get to it, so it doesn't ruin it as much. You know, to the see-through bottles, they can go off more. They need to be sort of dark. That's why you'll see a lot of things in dark bottles. The better to be in the dark bottles, keep the sun out. But it's really nice. But I made this one to test in because I'm getting older and been in the sun before. I'm trying to look at things to lighten my skin up. I know I'll probably look lighter on hair, but I'm not. Don't mean bleaching your skin. I just mean with sort of fruit acidy things to get rid of, you ones who are getting older. I've got a lot of freckles anyway, but you know your age spots, and they weren't there before, and they're coming now. To see if I can sort of get rid of them, because I know you can fade them and stuff. So I want to sort of make a natural one, but also I was doing it for my face as well because I'm quite freckly on my face, and I hate them. I don't mean I hate freckles, but I've got a lot more from sun damage, you know, pigmentation, not just normal freckles, ones that are coming like they do with the age spots. So you do as you get older, but I want to lighten them. So I'm finding, ways of making little products and things like that. I'm going to test it out, so I'll, over a space of time, so I'll be able to tell you if it works. I don't want to be going, no, yeah, I've made this thing, and yeah, it works, but I haven't even bothered to test it, even if it takes a couple of months, or I'm looking into different ingredients and things. So once I know that, if it does, because that's what I'm looking into for myself, if anyone's interested, I'll let you know, and I will be selling those products, and they'll be a natural based product, which I think is good. So I don't know if anyone would be interested, but this, I will be selling these little ones anyway, because I think even if I'm just going to do these, I mean, I do use it on my skin, but these you can chuck in your bag as a mood enhancer. You know, you can just, like, I've just put them on, and every time you sniff it, it just smells so uplifting. You know, if you were at work and you're just feeling a bit cack, or you're just feeling a bit down, put it on, smell it, uplifting. You know, something like that. That's what I was thinking anyway. Don't know what you think, but that's what I'm thinking. I'll be sniffing that all day now. But it's a really nice blend, so I've got to get the blends right and do all that, because I want to look into that as well. Yes, I know I'm mad, but, you know. But anyway, I was on Instagram a few days ago, and it was on someone's Instagram who talks a lot anyway. We talk a lot. They're on here as well, but I won't say who or the person who commented, because it wasn't like, I'm not getting at that person who commented, but it just made me think, because there's something said about this person who was eating a cheese toastie with they'll know who it is, with jalapenos on it, and I just commented underneath, oh, I can't have the cheese because I do a plant-based diet where I'm not having any dairy products either, but I get my other milk in ways of like soy milk, almond milk, stuff like that, and you can get vegan cheese, which to me, I always like the bland cheese anyway, so the vegan cheese for me, I like it. I've not had it for a bit though. And then someone put underneath there, and I don't know if it was meant like blah, 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 but you can never tell in a comment, but it still made me think, and I'm not getting at that person, you know, that's just whatever, was, oh, sort of, who cares? Eat what you want, eat the cheese, I do. And I thought, yes, that's fair enough. And I just put underneath, well, yeah, if it was vegan cheese. But the thing is, some people don't seem to get is, if she doesn't know me, she won't know. So that's why I'm saying it doesn't really matter, you know, what she sort of said. But it was making me think, the path I've chosen is because I believe, you know, all things are sort of one, we're all intertwined with animals, you know, nature and stuff. That I know I've said this before, obviously animals have feelings and stuff like that. And it doesn't just mean because we don't have the right to go around doing some of the stuff we do to animals. And I won't go into all that because you've seen me talk about that and get upset before. But it's just that because I believe that, I don't actually ever think I could go back to eating animals, because that's just the way I think. So it's hard for some people sometimes. And I tell you what, some people might sit and think, oh, them vegans, plant-based people, oh, they're all weird, this, that, and the other. I tell you what, it's the hardest thing to do. Because I don't mean I used to think that before, but like, the hardest thing you can do is to try and eat this way, because you can get swayed, or people will be like saying, oh, why'd you do this? And you might think, no, is it right, this, that, and the other. And it's a lot of willpower and stuff. And it's, I mean, obviously it gets easier as you go along. I've been doing it for a bit now. But, you know, good on you if you are, because it's quite a hard thing to do, and to say to people, no, I do it for this reason, because, you know, about the animals. Some people might say, yeah, but just you doing that, it's never going to change why you're on the planet, you know, why you're still living, that people are going to want to eat more plant-based. No, but if no one ever did it, it never is going to, is it? So that's how I sort of see it. And it's not just that. To me, it wasn't just the animals, because I did see that Earthlings video, which was the thing that got me upset. And every time I look at meat that way, I just upsets me. It's not just that, because I'm getting older, and this is what I would have said if a conversation had started on that. It's not just that, it's my health as I'm getting older, as in, some people can look healthy on the outside and you might work out on this, but I'm talking about health on the inside, like your what's it called, your cholesterol and things like that. Because my granddad died of cholesterol, but stuff inside that you can't really see on the outside. Some people can look healthy on the outside, but they're not. But sort of as I'm getting older, because I have 2 children, I do want to see them, you know, live the life, and I want to be happy and older and see them do a lot of things, and grandkids and things like that. So, and as you get older, you don't realise as much when you're young, but as you get older, you want to be healthy in a sense where you know your bones are good, this, that, and the other, that help you walk, and your muscles that help you walk and move about, because you don't just want to be sat there. You know, when they say if you don't use it, you lose it, which is really true. It's not going to be like a quality of life if you can't do things like that. So for me as well, it is the animal thing of what I've seen, but it's also the health, as in, there's a lot of different things put in meats and this, that, and the other. And I know there's a lot of things probably put in, like corn stuff, and I've posted on Instagram about a few corn things, but I don't tend to have a lot of corn things, because I know there is things that they probably pump in there. But for me, I've just got to stop being a bit lazy and trying to look at different recipes, because I used to go on YouTube and there's loads of people that do fantastic recipes. Because I think you do get a bit of stuck in it. Like I know I have my avocado on toast every day, which I'll be having after this, because I just have that. I'm just obsessed with it. But like for my teas and stuff, you can get a bit stuck in it, like you don't know what to do. But I just need to get inspiration, because I do enjoy the food I had. I had a veggie curry, I think it was yesterday. It was really nice. You can have stuff, and I can safely say I don't actually miss the meat. I don't have cravings. But the only thing I've got to sort out is this thing in my arm, because I'm probably thinking I'm eating enough, but I'm probably not. So I probably need a few more bits, and like someone said, a bit more protein found in, because someone said before, oh yeah, but you need calcium. Oh, you need this. You need to have cow's milk. No, you don't need to have cow's milk. There's a lot of food in your green veg and stuff like that gives you protein. It gives you all your calcium. Just that people don't know about it. you know, and they think that we have to have it from cow's milk and that. No, we don't. Where down the line were we told that we had to start drinking cow's milk when that's what your mother's boobs were for? Sorry, but, you know, back in the day, I mean, yes, I know we all breastfeed now and there's a big thing about it, you know, stupid, but you know what I mean. It was made for a baby cow, basically. So you can get your nutrients in different ways. You just got to get them in and eat them. And I've been a bit naughty and not, been a bit lazy. So, yeah. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to have to go and... The only other thing I think this may be was last night. Have you ever done that thing where you've slept funny on your ear? I don't know if anyone's ever done it. Or you've slept funny and you get a sore neck or you get a sore ear. Like you lay on your ear and it's folded and it's really sore. I don't know if you've ever got that. I have. It hurts. Well, I don't know. I woke up, I think it was yesterday, and I thought, I felt like, it's like I need a camera in my room because I'm not with anyone to tell me, oh, you were lying like this last night, you know, when you were asleep. But I felt like it was that sort of thing when you lie funny and, you know, you get an achy neck or an achy ear. That, funnily enough, that's how it is, because funnily enough, I try to sleep on this side, but I always go to that side, which is this arm. So I don't know if I've been putting it up like that, sleeping like that, and it's sort of, don't mean give me a dead arm, but then it's sort of been sore. So I don't know if it's that, because it's not in this arm. So I just find it really peculiar. So, yeah, that was my little rant. So hopefully I made sense. You know, I always say that. But let me know what you think about my, you know, my ideas about... I'm sorry, it is really nice. Oh, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, hang on a minute. I did do my readings this morning. People who were on it will know. But I just thought it was really funny just to say. When I was talking yesterday about 13 Reasons, the series I was watching, be careful how you speak to people. You know, be kind because you just don't know. And it's funny how this one popped out this morning. The three fates, what comes around, you know, what comes around goes around. Be careful what you say. What was the other one? It's time for a treat, which I do feel like I need to be treated, and I am having a treat soon because I'm going seeing Wicked soon, which I can't wait. And then this is an old one that, well, it's not an old one, but it has popped up about 3 times, I'm sure, along with the pumpkin one that's been popping up, was A Strange Valentine. Love is Strange. Yeah, I know it is. I'm still waiting. But, you know, but I just thought it was funny how that one popped up. Oh, and the only other little story I was meant to say before I go and get my dinner, was, I won't say who it was because she might not want me to say it. I don't know. But I have a friend that told me that somehow she was in a bedroom and she'd been feeling a bit off or something, on negative vibes or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but somehow she went in the bedroom and her makeup bag just fell off the side, you know, like she was feeling a bit anxious and stuff and a bit ooh. But something told her, she said, to go to she'd asked before she went, she'd asked, you know, in her head or whatever about, you know, angels be with me, you know, you with me, show me a sign that, you know, everything's going to be all right. People have their angel side, you know, they talk to the angels, see them more as a spirit. You know, some people say it's other things, people say it's angels. So she was asking, you know, show me a sign that, you know, everything's going to be okay, blah, blah, for protection or whatever it was anyway. Can't remember, sorry. But on them sort of lines. So anyway, that day she just said, I just had a feeling, I just wanted to go to this car boot sale. Something was telling me that I needed to go to this car boot sale. So she went to this car boot sale. She said there she saw like a glass, or crystally like glass candle holder, which I got a few, I don't know if it was a few months ago, but mine were just hang on, I'll show you. Mine weren't from a car boot sale, but mine were from a charity shop, you know, sort of like this sort of thing. And I think these are gorgeous because they're glass. But hers was like this sort of thing, but on the top here was like a gorgeous angel, you know, and then you put your candle in, you know, the little skinny ones. and it was beautiful. And I said to her, "Oh, that's really nice." And I said to her before she told me this story, "Oh, angels must be looking, you know, looking out for you, looking over you." And then she texted me and said, "You wouldn't believe it." She told me the story. She said, and I asked for a sign, and she said that I went to the car boot sale. Something told me to go, and I found this candle holder with an angel on it. I said, that's how it works. And that's what I was saying back in a few videos about looking out for messages. That is totally the thing that I'm talking about. You won't come as what you think it is sometimes, but she didn't know. She just thought, I'm going to go there. Something's telling me to go to this car boot sale. And then she sees this angel candle holder, like glass candle holder, and it was beautiful. I've probably got a good bargain on it as well. And that's how signs can come, saying, look, here, we're telling you, everything's going to be fine. So that's how it works. So I just thought I'd let you know that, and I'll see you soon. Blessed be. Yes, I've got my energy back. I just woke up this morning and felt loads better. So, yeah, loads better. So I shall see you again soon with some more batty jewellery designs, and I'll let you know how I'm going on with my skincare range. So blessed be. Bye.